bind and fly AS3X basic, whichever way you want to bind it. The plane went together like really easy. I mean, in like 15 minutes. There's a total of 6 screws and a prop assembly. Prop assembly comes together already, all set as a unit. All you got to do is, if you want to, most people should, I do, balance the prop. This one actually needed quite a bit of balancing. Not on the blades, they were pretty well even, but in the hub itself, it was heavier on one side than the other. So we took care of that with a little bit of foam tack glue on the inside of the prop. There's some areas there where you could cavities that you could put a little bit of weight into if you need to. So I got the prop pretty well balanced. Everything else on this plane went together pretty darn good, pretty darn straightforward and easy. Let me put my hat on my head here real quick. I get a little bit better point. A couple of things that I wanted to show in setting up my CG, because there's a lot of people are out there doing this, and the build and the reviews are out there. There's a ton of them out there. This plane's been out for a couple of months, so I'm going to make this quick. I use thumbtacks here. I got that from a friend of mine. Flies a lot of jets out there, and I got that idea from him to put that in there. And that way you can pull them out if it's not just quite right. You can move them a little bit, but underneath the plane, then you can always, you can just reach under, you feel it real well. Instead of putting the nasty dimples or pen marks or gouges or anything in there like most of the time a lot of people do, you know, or they put their nail marks down in there. You know, I've done that. I've got a lot of planes with, you know, I just gouged my fingernail when I finally found the spot. Okay, now I always find it, right? But now I always got that hole in the bottom of my wing too. But that thumbtack idea was a great idea. I got that from Chris Callahan. He flies all the jets. Thanks, Chris, out there for that, by the way. I was trying to remember the guy's name. Short-term memory loss, you know how it goes. Anyway, this thing should be pretty straightforward and ready to fly. Like I say, 6 screws. There's 2 screws back here and 2 screws on each wing, and that's it. They're the same length. The only I take that back. There's 2 more in each landing gear, so 8 screws. Okay, so the landing gear screws are the longest ones. You want to use those for the landing gear, the longest screws. The other 6 screws are all the same length, 4 of which are used for the holding the wings on, and the other 2 for the rear stab, which is a full flying stab back there. It's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. The only other thing I had to do to this was straighten up and do the actual adjustment within this. To get the steering to go kind of, you know, look straight. It even looked like it was off, so I knew it wasn't going to steer straight. And when I bound it up and the thing didn't straighten out, then I knew I had to go back here and actually do that. So I just loosened these and put my steering where I wanted it, put the rudder right centered where I needed it, and tighten it back up. Should be good. I am impressed with the build on this thing, to tell you the truth. These carbon rods that go all the way back. In fact, they go way back there, quite a ways. They go all the way back, and then they go all the way up front too. So this is actually a pretty stout little plane. Be honest with you, I got it because I saw Vito's. And Vito, thank you for that. Because if I hadn't seen you fly this, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But it's not really. I'm not really super into civilian planes. I've got a few of them. I do like them. But this one flew so well, and you had a couple rough landings, and the bird just kept taking a bounce like a Timex takes a licking and keeps on ticking. You even had a bent prop and the thing still flew. So and I'm sure all that was a shaft adapter, because that's aluminum, so you get a decent motor in this thing too. Going to be trying this thing out on both the 3-cell and the 4-cell. We got a 3-cell to set it up and do our maiden with, and then next time around we'll hit it with the 4-cell over there. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you at the field shortly. This has been Skip in the E-Flite Cherokee 1.3 Piper, and cool suspension. Might be coming up with an idea too to reinforce that for those grass fields. I've been hearing some problems with that. Watch out for the grass. And I'm noticing that there's a little bit more height in the wheel wells than the wheel really needs, which means I could put bigger wheels on this thing. And I think I have some spares, so that just might be another project to get it up off the grass a little bit higher and maybe not have any issues with that grass. All right, thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you later. Hopefully today sometime. I want to get this out and maiden it, check out the lights, and we'll catch you soon. Thanks for watching.